Or, hello, Northampton! You know, are you ready to learn? You all go, yeah! You know, and people will be falling off the balconies. But it does remind me of those times when people used to kind of ring up Grimsby Town Football Club and say, what time does the match start? And they'd say, well, what time can you get here? And I'm from Grimsby because I can say that. But what I normally do is I'm very lucky that I work in schools, and the great thing is most people in the schools don't know who I am. So I ask not to be introduced, because the worry is that the head teacher might introduce me and tell everybody off at the same time. And I say, put your hand up if you know who I am. And there's always a boy at the back who goes, yeah, you're Tom Barwood. And I say, how do you know? It says on the screen. And I say, but how do you know that's me? It says on the screen. I say, yeah, but how do you know I'm not an imposter? And the real Tom Barwood is tied up in a car park somewhere, and I've stolen his laptop and all his stuff and sneaked into your school. They go, because it says on the screen. You're like, not quite getting the point here, are you? You know, that assumptions are dangerous things, and one of the major things we have about learning is the assumptions we make. And what I then do is I say, well, you know, so does anybody else think they know who I am? Now, younger children know who you are, because they tell you. Now, I've been Jerry Springer, the dad from Stuart Little, who people still go, oh, actually, yeah, that's right. There is a passing then I became the man from Smart, yeah, which was that TV programme, and I told some kids in Stoke-on-Trent I couldn't be him. I think he was called Mark Spate, because he was dead. And obviously, news doesn't get through to Stoke-on-Trent very quickly, and they were really upset, and I had to kind of stop, call social services and carry on. But I got to the point, and I won't say who else, well, actually, we better just, for some of the people in the audience, say who else I'm supposed to look like. There he is, yes. Okay, Chris, you happy now? But I was called Where's Wally because I used to teach at this school a long, long time ago, and the kids were sometimes say to me, sir, how do you know your nickname is Where's Wally? And I go, well, do you know, when I'm standing at that bus stop and there's like, you know, 200 kids on buses, and I'm the only person standing there, and as the buses pull off, they all shout, Where's Wally? And I kind of turn around and think, there's only me here. You know? That's how I guess. And then they say, well, take mine. I'd say, no, I don't, because you could call me many far worse things. So that was it. But this whole idea about kind of who you are, and then the final bit is I then say, well, you know, does anyone kind of know what I'm going to do? Anyone kind of been to these shows before? And the answer is kind of no, 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 no. And I say, finally, who thinks it'd be boring? Now, what happens is this, is the hands always go up wherever you are. Now, even including if I'm doing staff training. But the difference is the speed, okay? So in most schools, it's just kind of like, oh, some schools, it's like, yeah! And you're thinking, oh! You know, that's Daventry. If you're from Daventry, I apologise. But I have to say, I did go to a very nice private school recently where actually the girls, very, very dutifully, stopped, looked at their staff, and went, and the staff, yeah, and they went, so very nice. But I say, well, if you don't know who I am, you don't know where I'm from, and you don't know what I'm going to do, you've never seen me before, how do you know? And they tell me, because it's school. It's about learning. We have to listen to you. You know, one kid at a primary school in Bedford actually said to me, because you look boring. And I looked at him, I said, the most stupid thing ever. I said, oh, really? What do boring people look like? His answer was, like you. That's right. So, you know, little kids can't be fooled. They know the stuff. So you're already up against this basic barrier that learning has to be boring. Now, some people actually believe that certain subjects have to be boring because they're hard. They need gravitas, otherwise you're not understanding it properly. Make it fun, don't be silly. You know, it can't be done. So this is the kind of first thing we have, is this kind of resistance to learning. So learning how to learn, the first thing partly is to get out your head, is that it has to be a certain way. Now the worst thing is when staff say to children, oh, come along, you'll really enjoy this. Because when a teacher says, you'll enjoy this, you're thinking, okay, I just think about it in the real world. Of course you won't, because they come to school as a job.